He's been an award-winning media personality and producer. As a speaker, he's empowered over 1 million people from the stage. Now one of the leading business coaches and brand experts is taking over the world of on-demand audio. It's the Business Bully Podcast. Now here's the business bully himself, Dave Anderson.
Yes, damn it. Thank you. Thank you. Cause even though when times got rough, you never turned away right there. And I thank you. No, in all seriousness, man, it is Dave Anderson, the Mohawking, real talking, living fully business bully, doing what I do best, people, snapping necks and cashing checks. Woo! Man, let me tell you something. By now, you know who I am. By now, you know what I do. I want to talk to y'all really quickly about what happens when ascension takes place. I'm calling this episode Bitches and Moons. Okay? Y'all gonna get this work today. If you have not given the gift of the bully, I don't know what's wrong with you. We are everywhere. iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Overcast, wherever really great podcasts are found, and iHeartRadio. You can find the Business Bully Podcast, and please give your friends the gift of this work. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. So, I'm going to be real with you. Everything on this level ain't sweet. I'm sick of these damn entrepreneurs acting like all you do is jet set and chill and, you know, there's no hard work. Let me tell you something, man. I have never worked as hard as I have at anything in comparison to entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a grind. I'm not going to sit up here and paint no ugly picture. I'm driving right now. I had to stop and get me some coffee, run some errands, because that's what I do with my morning after I drop my baby off at daycare. Why? Because I'm a responsible parent. That's why. Any damn way and any damn how. The great thing about being a part of Spreaker is that I get to do this show from my phone wherever the mood hits me. And right now, I promise y'all, 2018 going to be contented out. So here's some content for your ass. I'm calling this episode Bitches and Moons because when I was a younger man, I had someone say to me, they said, Dave, listen, when a bitch howls at the moon, what happens? I'm like, bitch howls at the moon. Okay. And then he said, well, if the moon howled at the bitch, what would happen? And I'm like, well, the moon would never howl at the bitch because it's the moon. It can't howl. Do you know that for sure? I said, nah. He said, Mr. Anderson, let me tell you something. If a dog or a bitch howls at the moon, nothing happens. But if the moon howls at the dog, then the moon is famous. My addendum to that nice little saying is, I'm not in the business of making famous bitches and making bitches famous, so if you howl at me, I ain't gonna howl back. But I will say this, I like to use myself as an example. There are lots of people that I have worked with and fired because they weren't handling business, they weren't moving in the right direction, and some of those people just love to talk shit about me to their 27 followers. Now, I'm not a person to be like, well, I got thousands of followers, so fuck you, but I got thousands of followers, so fuck you. I can't concentrate on nonsense and noise. However, I do enjoy it because it's part of the game. I want you to troll me. I need you to hate me. I'd love you to loathe me. Let me tell y'all something. The more shit you talk about Dave Anderson, the more shit you talk about the Business Bully, the greater I become. I use your shit and I just become stronger. Oh my God. Listen, man. I'm far from perfect, but I own my shit. I'm real about that shit. I've always been about this. And people have been shitting on this since I said it, and it's the God's honest truth. People, I remember I got into a conversation once. Someone was like, "Well, you did that porn setup with Nautica Thorne back in the day," and I said, "Yes, I did." And they said, "Well, you can't be out here being a motivational speaker and you have porn in your background." First of all, it was a damn interview. Second, hell of all, I signed a release and I knew what I was getting when I did it. Like, if you see me on camera having sex, it's something different. But it wasn't nothing like that. Snoop Dogg is considered an icon and he did it. Little John's considered an icon and he did it. I said, listen, you know, I was in my 20s, I was having fun, and yeah, I interviewed a porn star. Whoopity-doo. So now that that's out, you know, like, you're not going to hold anything about me over my head because I control my narrative. And that's the difference between me and most of these people out here. People wait for the scandal to drop. I'm like, man, please, whatever. Yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, made mistakes, did that, and they got the t-shirt. You know, I'm smarter now at 40 than I was at 25. You know, but I control my narrative. So there's nothing you can't say about me that I don't already say about myself. Yes, I am an asshole. Yes, I am demanding. And I'm saying all this to say, and I'm using myself as an example. That way I'm not throwing shade on nobody or anything. But what I'm saying to you is, people are going to talk anyway. Your job is, in spite of them talking, is to win anyway. Is to ascend to higher heights. And you also have to understand, you know, there's a difference between being the moon and being a bitch. See, the moon is a powerful thing. And I need to break this down for y'all. So I'm going to hit y'all with some astronomy game real quick. You know, in my most... I would say armchair astronomer, ghetto Neil deGrasse Tyson type of vibe. The moon has no actual light of its own. The moon gets its light from the source of everything in our solar system. That would be the sun. Okay? So what the moon does is it takes the light from the sun and it reflects it. But the moon has a different type of strength. The moon is so powerful that it controls the tides. The moon is so powerful that it affects our weather. And so when you look at the power of the moon, no, it doesn't have heat like the sun, but it's still a very powerful entity. And when you see a full moon, there's nothing like it. And oh, by the way, the moon is so powerful that when it's lined up just right, it can block out the sun. So I wouldn't go fucking with the moon, because the moon can fuck your shit up. And when you see bitches coming and howling, they're howling because they want attention. They're howling little bitches that can't do anything on their own, because if they were that dope, they'd already be iconic. If they were that dope, you'd see them somewhere. And I'm not saying accolades and press are the only way to legitimize your shit. I mean, I got plenty of receipts. You know, I've made millions of dollars in my career for all different types of small and medium-sized businesses. I don't know too many people else who can say that, you know, who are, you know, in this space. And the ones who can, I pretty much know them all. So when I look at what's going on, especially when I wear this skin and I live the life that I live, it bothers me to see people being upset or being afraid to make a move or be bold or stand in their truth because they're afraid that somebody's going to have something to say about them. Like Eminem said, yo, yeah, y'all did beat my ass. You did fuck my girl, but I'm still standing here saying fuck the free world. Like, at the end of the day, fuck the free world, man. You got to go get your money and stop letting these bitches deter you from your goal. My mama used to say to me all the time, be the task great or small, do it right or not at all. What's happening is we're running around here, bitch made as all get out, trying to justify mediocrity and trying to justify why we did what we did. We did what we did because we fucking felt like it. If you don't like it, kiss a hairy rock. You know, we've got to start doing things a little bit differently when it comes to getting ourselves out there. Now, it is Women's History Month, and in case you didn't know, I actually have a special going on right now. It's a Women's History Month business bundle. It's not just for women, it's just a theme. Like if I did a Black History Month bundle, you know, it would just be the theme. But I will say this, 85% of my clientele are women. And the one thing that I wanted to do was give you guys some blueprints as to how I made it from retiring from radio into having a six-figure lifestyle. And I wanted to give that to you and give you an opportunity to go 30 minutes with me, one-on-one, no holds barred. Not my team, not a secretary, not an email. You and me on the phone, grounding and pounding, and giving you this work. So if you want to get down with that, guess what? Right now it's on sale, I think, for like $27. So you can literally, you know, scoop $1,000 worth of game and then some for less than a meal out and a movie. So you can go ahead and do that right now by going to bit.ly/bully pop-up, bit.ly/bully pop-up, all lowercase, all one word, bit.ly/bully, B-U-L-O-Y, pop, P-O-P, up, U-P. So bit.ly/bully pop-up, and you'll get hooked up with that. Now, having said that, I will say this. Do not, under any circumstances, at anybody who's talking shit. Do not respond to anybody who's talking shit. What you need to do is just rise above it and keep it pushing. Not on some Michelle Obama, when I go low, we go high type of shit. But remember, when people have that much shit to say about you, they're taking their eyes off their own ball, and that's punishment enough. If they want to keep looking up at the moon because they have nothing going down with the mongrels and the flea-bitten bitches that they're hanging out with, then also be it. But keep in mind that there is always a reckoning. There is always a debt to be paid, and the bill comes due, bitch. So, be prepared, to win. Because I've had people who sat up there and shat on me on social media, shat on me in different industries, and guess what? When they saw me on TV, then all of a sudden, hey man, I'm so proud of you, da-da-da-da, get the fuck out of here. You only think, listen, like Mike Jones said, back then hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot, hoes all on me. And hoes don't necessarily mean, women of ill repute. It means people who act like a bunch of hoe-ass bitches, in heat because they think that you on fire. So don't fall for the okie doke. Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe, and you don't take the banana in the tailpipe. You move the right way. And I'm sorry if you didn't know that this show ain't always for kids, but this show is real, and you need to start teaching your children. Listen, there's so many kids who are fucked up right now who go on and become fucked up adults because no one has taught them this very valuable lesson. And I'm so sorry for my language, but sometimes I speak passionately. And until you confront Tony Robbins about the fact that that man curses on stage and makes you walk on hot coals, I don't want to hear shit about my foul mouth. But let me tell you something. If you fucking parents would tell your kids to stop worrying about these opinions of these dumb people who are going to peak in high school, who are going to peak in college, who run around talking about they scored 4 touchdowns in a single game back in Polk High in 1996, well then guess the hell what? Maybe they'd have higher self-esteem. Maybe they'd focus on doing something different. Maybe they'd actually build a business and put you in a nice Shady Pines retirement home when the time comes. But no. You tell them that you have to look your best. You got to do this and you've got to do that because everyone's watching you. And so what? They're watching you anyway. How about tell your kids to be the best of what they can be and let them bitches howl the way they're going to howl? Because at the end of the flipping day, people, this life is not a dress rehearsal. It's all you got. And if you're not willing, if you're not able, if you will compromise who you are, if you dim your God-given light, your source-given light that you're supposed to reflect onto the world for a bitch, you deserve everything you get. Now, if you're a little bit unsure of yourself, if you lack the confidence, if you need some help getting out of your own way, you need some help getting out of your feelings and into your business, I suggest very highly that you go to bit.ly/bully pop-up, and for the low cost of under $30, get your ass some real good game and a sit down with me for some extra game that in and of itself is valuable, extremely valuable. Because there are people who are talking shit and howling at the moon, and then there are people who are reflecting that light and living and shining so bright they can block out the sun with their mask. So you decide where you want to be. You decide how you want to get there. And I will hit you up very soon. As always, my name is Dave Anderson, the Mohawkin. Oh, real talking. Hey, living fully. Oh, business bully. Snapping next to cash and checks. I will check you out next time. Woo!
Want free business and marketing tips from Dave? Text Business Bully to 31996. That's Business Bully to 31996. Standard data and text message rates apply.